Well, hello, hello. It's me, Alviana Brewster. I am the CEO of Black Nurse Entrepreneurs, the premier organization for Black nurses who are interested in launching, building, and growing their entrepreneurial endeavors worldwide. And I am bringing to you our topic for today, which is all about project charters. Okay, so let me get started. First, I want to do a little recap of what all I've been doing over the summer. April was all about automations. May was all about momentum. June was about operations. July has been about business planning. Super, super, super important that you plan in your business appropriately. So, I wanted to talk to you today about a project charter. It's actually something that you may not hear a lot about. And my goal today is to shed a little bit of light on what it is and how important it is, especially when you are planning and putting forth maybe a specific project. So a project charter is actually a document that helps to overview the entire project, and it outlines from A to Z what goals you have for the project, the description of it, the timelines, the constraints, and all those things, so that everybody can take a look at this document and clearly understand what's going on with this specific project. It outlines, like I said earlier, the purpose and the goals of the project, which is super important. You don't want to launch something and not have an understanding of why you're launching it and what type of goals that you are trying to achieve with a specific project. Very important. Also, to understand it's important for us to understand also the limitations in the constraints of the project. Not all projects are going to go as we plan, but it is nice to kind of put those things out on the table, especially in the initial phases. And these are things that maybe you could monitor and kind of watch and make changes and tweaks even in the very beginning. It is important for everybody on the team, from the project manager to some of the team members and so on and so forth, that everybody involved in the project understands their specific role and responsibility, when things are due, who's going to do all that good stuff. It's important to understand who is doing what, and so we can also hold them accountable for their specific tasks. It also is just a general overview of the project timeline. When will we start? When is the projected date that we'll finish? And then, little milestones along the way. When should we have phase one done and release, phase two done and release, so on. Also, it is really just a really good reference for the project life cycle, and it's something that you can also look back on after the project is over with. You're doing your debriefing. You can take a look at your project charter and just see, are there things that we could have done better, should have done differently, will continue to do for the next project. And it's not bad to reflect upon the project charter from a previous project. At the end of the day, it is a strong document that helps you to become better organized, understand the roles and responsibilities, the goals, maybe the limitations, and who is supposed to do what during your project. So it's incredibly important to have one. There are some great templates out there for project charters. I encourage you to, the next time you decide to launch something, that you incorporate some type of a project charter within it, so that you, your team, and anybody involved in the project kind of understands the big picture of the project, not just their little small role or responsibility, but the totality of the project. So I hope that helps you to understand what a project charter is. I also want to encourage you that as you're doing your projects, that you keep templates, frameworks, and outlines of those projects. So hopefully, like for instance, if you're doing a challenge, you and your team should be able to pick up your, let's say you have a folder or something, should be able to look at the templates, should look at what you typically do, and understand how many emails go out, how many text messages go out, how many graphics need to be created, what types of graphics need to be created, all those things that go with your specific events or launches or whatever you're doing. So I just want to remind you that these things are important. We're talking about business planning this whole entire month, and this is another valuable, incredibly valuable part of planning within your business. So I hope this serves as something that's been valuable and useful to you. Now, one other thing that I want to remind you is Don't forget, we have a membership. It is B&E Elite membership. I encourage you to join it. You can join by our website down there at the bottom of the screen. This is the best way that you can enjoy all aspects of B&E from A to Z. This is how you can do that, okay? So I hope this helps you. I hope that you're doing well. Drop me a line below and let me know how this blesses your spirit. And if you have been using a project charter already, please let me know. Let me know how that's helped you, benefited your team, and maybe whatever tips or gems that you can drop to help your fellow Black nurse entrepreneur, let us know. Okay? Bye for now. Thank you for watching.